Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Minecraft. And today is a late night episode because I decided that I was going to finish the castle. I have finished my home. Obviously, I don't have everything. There's only one or two things missing from the treasure room, but that's just decorations. That's not actually building the castle. I sat here and finally built the top piece that I've been wanting for my castle. Um, I think it's really cool. I really like it. It definitely separates a lot of the things to it. It was between this and something else, and I don't know how well the other thing would have worked for this. I didn't even know this was going to work, but it did. I used I used quite a lot of resources for it. Not a lot, but it was awesome. But this castle is finally done, and I wanted to. Okay. I wanted to show y'all real quick. So this is probably going to be the shortest Minecraft episode by far. I'm standing on this so that way we can get a kind of a overlook. So in three, two, one, boom. It's kind of anti. But we got our trees. The newer tree with glowstone. There's our castle. There's our smile of positivity. And that's what I worked on uh, for like an hour. It is a Spinosaurus statue, but a skeleton to kind of go with the look of the rest of the base. It's kind of hard to see with the pillars in the way, but it's gigantic. You change the grass around. I'm thinking about it. Um, like the castle isn't 100% done, but it's enough done to say, "Hey, wow, that's it." Um, really wish it was daytime. That's fine. But yeah, this is my Spinosaurus statue that I'm working on for the past, yeah, I'd say hour. It's made out of quartz and the whatever this wood type is, the white wool, not wool. Did I use any wool in this? No, I think it's just quartz and this white wood thing. But I really like it. And obviously, Spinosaurus is my favorite dinosaur and also my mascot of my channel. So, yeah, I thought this was really cool to have. And I was really debating on if I wanted it pointing out this way. Or I was really debating on which way I wanted it to point out. And honestly, if I had it pointing out this way, I don't know. It would have looked just as cool either way. But I started debating that as I was halfway through. I was like right in this area, so I was already done with the tail. Well, I worked around. Okay, so I did the legs, the waist, this area, the butt. I did all that, and then I did the tail. That took forever. Like it circles around, as you can see. A creeper spawned up there while I was working on it, and I got terrified. You got its arms, and then its head. Here, let's fly out a little bit, just so you can see the head. There you go. The head. Well, actually, I worked on the sail and then the head. So I went legs, waist, tail, body, arms. I don't know. Body, sail, arms. Or did I do arms first? Okay, no, I think it was arms and the head, and well, technically the neck. So yeah, really cool. And I had to light up this area because it kept spawning mobs, and I couldn't go to sleep. So yeah, this is gonna be here for now. And if mobs continue to spawn on this, I'm gonna have to light it up, and I think I'm gonna do something cool. I think I'm gonna hang like lanterns off of it and stuff. maybe some magma blocks. I know they don't give up enough light, but, you know. Okay, so we're going to work our way up now. But I wanted to show that off because that has yet to be shown off. I had just made it. So we have our drawbridge. There's nothing around the castle yet. There's a zombie horseman over there. So we're still working on that. This is the entrance. You know, very positive, very welcoming. Yeah, see, we got some smiley faces here. This is when I collected the zombie horses in that episode. I still left them there. I don't know what to do with them. My workstations. And now here is the meeting room where obviously me, Jim Jam, Ultra will have our meetings. We've got cakes, food, candles, the dragon head. We ate the rest of the... Well, actually, this meat right here is the dragon. You know, we just left the head. This is my throne, or, well, this is my seat at the table. That way it's separate from the others. Chandelier I thought was really cool. I left this here because I just kept needing my inner chest, and then what I'm about to show y'all took forever. And I knew it was going to take forever. We got furnaces. They're all full of coal. Some have like 3, yeah. But they all have coal at least. And they at least have 16 to 3. This next part, my chest room. And if y'all remember from the earlier episodes, these used to go all the way up. And y'all may be wondering, well, Jonku, there's no way you're fitting all your loot and stuff in these, right? No, I'm not. As another part of the base that can be a continuation, you know, we got our stone, cobblestone. I haven't uploaded that to YouTube yet, but I will. The Wither boss fight where I fought 2 of them at the same time. I got a bunch of cobblestone. We got the nether, you got wood. Everything's connected. I just have a random chest of suspicious stew because I didn't know what else to do with it. But then there's a trapdoor, like Jonku. Where does that lead? It leads to more chests because obviously I'm going to need more room than what I have. Each spot has 2 big chests, as you can see. It goes all the way down. These chests, these don't have anything. A lot of the back chests don't have anything. Mainly the front ones have things. This is just throwing stuff in because I couldn't really decide where all this should go, so I just called it junk/lazy. But the reason this is blocked off right here is to remind me that I can continue this down, or continue it, if I need to. I don't think I will, but if I need to, I can, and if I need to, I can expand it that away. Only if I have to. That way, you know, it's not too much. But yeah, that's the first floor. Really nice. Worked really hard on it. Obviously, people have done a million times better, and I could only hope to ever do that good at my building. But we're going to move on. Upstairs, and I really love this staircase I made right here. Just random chain. There's a lot of chains in this building, okay? I went a little crazy with the chains. I don't know why. We go up here. We've got nether wart. We got these. I don't know, but they kind of gave like a cool design. More. And then we have the enchantment room. It's really nice. This was shown definitely quite a few times. If you're wondering, well, Jonku, if you've done so many episodes, we should be way higher than 73, right? Or 74, I think this is. 73 is the wither. Yeah, this is 74. Well, it's because a lot of the episodes I just didn't post. It was either a lot of mining, placing hundreds of blocks, or mining. it was a lot of boring stuff that I know nobody would want to watch. It was basically a mining ASMR. What was that? I don't know. What? Okay, Dash. We're gonna really reconsider your being a mod. I am going to reconsider that. That's still up to vote, chat, if we keep Dasha a mod or not. All these have fire and a campfire in the middle in order to give off the fiery smoke look. And now for the room that took not the longest to put together, but the longest to gather all the materials, if you know what I mean. Downstairs took the longest because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do, to get up to this area. I originally had staircases in on the sides, so that way we can be here, walk over, go up. But it didn't. Why is that? I need to fix that later. Yeah, this didn't line up because this went to the sides of the houses where you can sit on like a balcony, and it just didn't look good at all. So I changed it to where this goes up, and I said so many times in like 3 of the videos that I was not gonna mine into these like I did before, and I ended up using all of them, except for those up there. There's a burning zombie somewhere. But this is the treasure room. Yes, the treasure room. All my trophies and treasures. We're going to start from this side and work our way down. So, start over here. We have an end crystal. And yes, I know, very dangerous. Yes, fire. Yeah, very dangerous to have that. I could have swore these used to have fire underneath them. I don't know where that's at. If I'm wrong, I probably am. I usually am. We got the mob heads. Obviously, we got the piglin. Actually, the piglin was the hardest. Well, not really. How'd you get it? The piglin head? Or this? This just take gas tiers, an eye of ender, and glass. Yeah, you just craft it. You need 1 gas tier, 1 eye of ender, and 7 glass. Let me see if I can show you the recipe. That's not the first one I made. Obviously, I made 4 more beforehand when I fought the Ender Dragon again. See? 1 gas tier, eye of ender, 7 glass. I will be fighting the Ender Dragon again because I need another rare thing to put in here. It's the dragon breath potions. But yeah, these are the mob heads. We have a pillager banner. Sorry, I had to check on my dogs. Whatever that was, it was my dogs. They were freaking out. A leaf must have moved outside, and you know how it is. He's a little chihuahua, and thinks he's all big and bad. We got amethyst up top in different places just to give it more color to it. More of a color pop, you know what I mean? A chandelier. We have the many different ingots and all that, the normal stuff. We got blocks, to show our wealth. Diamond blocks, gold, iron, emerald, ancient debris, diamond ore, emerald ore. I'm going to add more to this and then make it look better eventually. But for right now, this is how it looks. We have an elytra. Just just randomly an elytra right here. Just because I have so many, and I was like, well, an elytra could technically be a rare item. Yes, I know we have a spiral staircase to go up again. We got right here in the middle of the room is my throne. I know it's looks very nice. Definitely looks like a throne you'd walk up to and be happy. See, my little throne. Yeah, kind of fits the whole, really cool things in here. Yeah, they would be nice. I am captain on Rogue now. I have yet to post that video. I'm thinking about not because the video was awful. But I am officially captain on Rogue. We have this chandelier. We have the netherite armor. Yes, this is not mine. I built a whole nother set. Nice. Then we got the wall. Alright, so we're going to make our way up. So we got the armor trims. We have every armor trim, all 19, including this one. Well, it's technically 18 if you just count the trims. 19 for the template. We got the Heart of the Sea. Chain to Golden Apple. Eye of Ender. We have a Nether Star. A Sniffer Egg. We work our way up. Of course, we have the rarest armor trim. Although, for me, the rarest armor trim was that. Oh my god, this was so annoying to get. It took 7 or 9. It's however many nether fortresses it took. I swear, I hate this one. Then we have a max out hammer, netherite spear, trident, and of course the blue axolotl up there. And I'm prove it's the blue one. The bucket of adult blue axolotl. Just so y'all don't think I'm lying. Which I don't know why, because if you've seen the original episodes, you'd know. I had 3 of them, and now I have 6. That one, and we have 2 more in a bucket, which I'll show you that in a second. One of the items we are missing up there is the blue ominous key. I'm going to go get that here soon, eventually. So it's going to be really easy to get, because I want to go there. I want to get a heavy core. I want 2 more heavy cores. I want another hammer. That way I can just have a hammer with me at all times and have this hammer here. And then I want a heavy core to just put on the ground. Took forever just to get that one, so I'm scared to go get more. Yeah, and we need the ominous key for up there. We have all the armors. None of it is enchanted. I wanted it to have the normal look, because if it was enchanted, I wouldn't really like it. I kind of like the stale look to it, which is why this isn't enchanted either. The sword, for some reason, looks enchanted, but it's not. That's what it looks like enchanted. Not enchanted. We have all the horse armors, including the new one, netherite. Instead of putting that on my horse like I should, I put it on the wall. Let's go here real quick. Over here is the rare blocks room that I'm going to have. For right now, I just filled it with a bunch of creaking hearts, respawn anchor, note block, a wither rose right in the middle because I thought that was really cool. Lodestone. It's not really rare, but it's cool looking. Another beacon. No, this is not the one from our old houses. That one is still there and will stay there because, I just wanted another one. I fought 2 withers at the same time, so, hey. Sponge, a shrieker, and yes, doesn't shriek because you have to stand on top of it for it to shriek. Which, if it did shriek when you walked near it, I was going to put a carpet on top just so I could have it there. But I didn't have to do that, which is nice. So yeah, that one is missing. And we have the Ender Dragon egg around all sides. Have totems of undying. The Ender Dragon egg, the banner, the Ender Dragon egg, head. It's encased in, purple glass. I actually took this glass. I didn't make it. I took this from a end city, so it would be kind of authentic, But yeah, now let's move on to the last area of the house, the treasure chest area. This is from my Enderman farm that I have in the inn. That's empty. We have iron. Look at all this gold. Bastions galore. We have more iron at the iron farm, but that's what I have here. We have diamonds and emeralds. This says emeralds because I don't know why. Why does that say emeralds? Let's just throw the emeralds in there then. Boop, 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 boop. Got your totems of undying, all the armor trims, some more rare stuff, 2 more baby blue axolotls, and a bunch of tridents because I just collect those at this point. Obsidian, some mob drops that are pretty rare. We got our diamond armor. These are empty for diamond armor. Diamond tools. Well, actually, I got these from a bastion. You can get spears from bastions, chat. So, Jim Jam, if you want a spear, I've got 3 extra. They're not netherite, but I know you use diamonds, so hey, works out. We got the trial chamber, loot, music disc, other rare items. I have collected dried gas like crazy. We have another nether star because that's going to be a part of another project I'm going to do where I build a full beacon. I have no clue what I want to build it out of yet. The greatest option, which is not going to happen because I'm not going to put myself through that torture, is build a netherite beacon. No time anywhere soon. I'll build either gold or iron. I think I'm going to do iron because it more so matches this color scheme I've got going on. But yeah, that's the treasure room. And now we go upstairs. Gotta be careful not to fall, embarrass myself. Right here is my bedroom. I didn't know where else to put it. So I did the one thing I said I wasn't going to do. Built up in one of these towers. That's where the idea came from for building in all the towers, is because of this. We got a picture of the dog, pretending that's my dog, imagination on all that. Got magma blocks, got campfires underneath to give the smoke effect. We have a dried gas who's not very happy. He's still really sad. But, it was a small price to pay to be a decoration. But yeah, this is my bed. It's got a lot of chains. Yeah. Like I said, I went crazy with the chains. That was actually perfect timing that we get to sleep in our bed. But yeah, that's the castle. I'm really happy with it. It took a long time, as you can see. It's day 635. Which means the last day I technically filmed for a YouTube video was day 600. And that was the 2 wither fights. So it took 30 plus days to get all the materials. Here, I'll actually, since the video is so short, it's 24 minutes. Basically everything in that house that is inside a chest. I left all the decorations and chests inside the house just in case I ever was like, oh, well, I had enough time in this castle, you know, it lived its time, let me move back. That probably won't happen ever, but, and obviously, all this stuff is going to stay here. I was really considering just moving everything, but it takes away from the fact that this was my first home and this was the first stuff I did. And obviously, I'll be returning here. I mean, it's not like I'm never coming back because all my farms are here. The Nether portal is here. Which, I mean, I could build one over at my castle. It would link up because it's not that far, I don't think. Yeah, everything is emptied out. I mean, there's nothing anymore. And then again, if Jim Jam World Tabs was like, hey, Jonku, alright if I stay over at your house for a little bit and work on my house. Yeah, sure, go ahead. I'll lend it out. Yeah, except for these. I just left these. I had no use for them. I left this stuff. Didn't mean to. I did mean to leave this because I ain't bringing all that over there and sorting all that. I'll take these just to go sort real quick. Oops. Oh, my heart dropped. I didn't see my sword anymore. I was like, well, I'm cooked. And then obviously up here, never had anything because I couldn't think of what I wanted to do. Well, no, I did think of something. I was gonna do what I did in my castle, the treasure room, but put all of that in here. And y'all can see how that wouldn't have worked out. Well, I mean, it would have, just not as spacious and as cool, if you know what I'm saying. There would have been a lot more item frames, I will say. But yeah, that house has been emptied out. There's little to nothing in there anymore. All the decorations, furniture is still in there, and it will stay in there. And all my pets will stay here. My son will stay here to watch over my home and make sure nothing happens to it. And I'll still see him around. I'll probably be getting his help so that way I can bring more mobs over here. But yeah, see, my farms are over here. I mean, my zoo is right here. These farms are right here. So yeah, literally no way I could not come back over here to this home. That doesn't work anymore. I'll fix it eventually. This still works, obviously. This works when it wants to. But yeah, that is it. I literally just wanted to show off my new home. I love that we could actually see the Spinosaurus skeleton. That's so cool. Worked really hard on that. Because, like I said, Spinosaurus is my brand. I'm literally a samurai Spinosaurus. So, wanted to keep it in the area of my brand, you know? So yeah, obviously the treasure room is not fully finished. I need the ominous key. I need a heavy core. Another one. And the centerpiece, the one thing that I know is going to take a long time to get, is going to be a netherite block. I want a full netherite block. I could go hunt down bastions again because it took 7 of those, 6 of them maybe, to get a full set of netherite and that one up there. And then plus one more debris that was sitting right here. I just mined it because I was not going to go back for one debris. I was just going to go ahead and take the one that I already have here. But yeah, that is it. Um, Tell me what y'all think. I really want to know if y'all just hate it and think it's the ugliest thing ever, you know. Tell me and I'll do something else. Um, Obviously, there's still things I can do, so give me ideas of things to do, you know. I'd love to hear some ideas. I'm really glad I fixed this because this was going to be the most annoying thing. It's not as all together like it would have been up going just straight up, but that would have been so annoying to deal with. I already hate going up the few stairs to my bedroom, that spiral staircase. That would have been from this point. Here, I'll mind the block to show y'all. All the way up there. And it was so many chests. It was these two stacks, this four, all these, and all these. None of these are extra chests, chat. These were all chests that were leading up there. So that would have been too much to sort through. I could have put every item in one chest. Or like, you know what I mean? Like each item in one chest. But yeah, very happy to finally be mostly done. It's like one of those downloading bars when you're trying to update or download a game and it's stuck at 99% for like hours on end, and then it finally searches, get that last tiny 0.1% done, and you're like, wow, that took forever, you know. But it was well worth it in the end. No. That's basically it for me. So yeah, like I said, tell me what y'all think. I really want to know. I'm not gonna be like, if you tell me it sucks, I'm not gonna be like, wah, but I worked so hard. I'm gonna be like, all right, you know, tell me what to do so I can fix it, make it look better. Now, if you're just saying it sucks, just say it sucks, then I'd be like, well, you know, give me a reason. But that is the castle. I am thinking about changing the smiley face to something more, you know what I mean? But I like the smiley face. It kind of like takes away from the evil look of it. And it's like, oh, you know, hey, that's a smiley face made out of lava blocks, but you know, hey, it works. So we have the meeting room, the crafting room, enchantment room, the cooking area, the chess area, the treasure room with all those areas, and the skeleton Spinosaurus statue on top. I think it's awesome. Of course, all the trees around. They may not look perfectly all together because I can't recreate an entire forest. Uh, Not that artistic, artsy. I don't know. I'm not good at that art type stuff. I don't know. Um, I'm not an artist, chat. But, oops. Yeah, that's the castle. This is definitely one of the shorter videos, and it's just me showing y'all the castle. So I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful night whenever you're watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.